Hello beings. Let me get my timer here so I know where we're at and what we're doing. I am grateful for you all being here. Today we're doing a video about the new moon in Leo, which is taking place today. It starts today, so I'm uploading this video on this day. But the energy stays with us through, I want to say, the remaining of the week. We'll kind of experience this energy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the little astrological aspect that I've been adding to everything that I've been doing within this group. Since the mandala is very much, our own energy, how we're progressing, different things that we can touch on, maybe herbs that might be good for us this month, etc. I feel like it's also good to note the astrological influences on our energy so that we have not only a inside reference, but also we have a outside reference. So we're able to see these are the energies that are happening around me, and then this is the energy happening within myself. So learning how to navigate the both of those is kind of like, if you've ever read the charts, it's kind of like reading a natal chart and comparing it to the chart of what's happening currently today and seeing how those influences of who you really are at the essence of your birth and how that plays into, I guess, what you're doing in this present moment and the energies that are happening around us. So it all goes in a cycle, so to speak. But I was gonna start with a card pull. Hopefully things aren't shaking. Sorry if I hit my tripod. I'm doing a new little setup. I just invested in some equipment for myself. But I am going into the astrology. We're gonna go into the new moon. I'm gonna maybe touch on a little bit of what's going on this month. But it depends because it is so extensive. Like, I wish I could keep it simple for you guys. But every time I make a video like this, I'm like, okay, so let me try to plan out because so much to talk about. And I do want to do a card pull, so I don't want to take too much time. But the moon is flowing into the brilliant, vibrant, leader type of energy in Leo. So with this energy, I think I might have spoken about in a post or even in the mandala reading video that I posted. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, I strongly encourage it because not only is it the reading for our group for the month, but there's a lot of astrological detail. I think I maybe did a card pull, but I put a lot of information into that video and did a lot of research as well. So definitely check it out. I feel like this month is important, even just the remaining of it. But the new moon in Leo, the new moon energy is the energy that encourages us to, someone recently asked me, I did a Reiki session for her, and I provided a bunch of different stuff, as I always do in her reading, and she has some questions. And she was asking me, what is the best way for me to release? Because this card came out, it was haunted by ghosts or something. It's an oracle card, and it is this happy family standing outside of their house, and inside of the house is this ghost-like figure, standing in the window. And so she's asking me, what is the best way for me to release those ghosts? Because she knows that she has a lot of past baggage that she's maybe taken with her that she's not sure how to address. And I told her it's perfect timing for this question because the energy we're flowing into is the new moon. And with the new moon, me personally, I think everyone has their own take on things. There's no right or wrong, and I will always tell you guys that no matter what traditional priest told you, you have to feed whatever ancestor oranges for it to do a dance and sprinkle magic on your life. That could definitely be valid because everyone's reality in some respect is reality. But your reality is just as important, so never allow someone to tell you there's right or wrong. But with the new moon, I personally believe and feel it's a perfect opportunity to do this transition sort of thing. So when I think of new moon, when I think of full moon, I'm thinking of fullness, bringing things in. What am I manifesting? What are my intentions? With the new moon, I'm more so thinking of what am I releasing in order to replenish. And I always say that we always have to remember and remind ourselves to replenish because it is just so important and such an important part of our overall growth process just in general, because in order to grow, to expand, to truly step into our full power, we have to be able to replenish those areas where we've released, because otherwise it's basically like if you think of your garden and you're just pulling out weeds, but you're never putting fertilizer into the soil, or you're never covering up those holes. So then you're left with this whole piece of land that is just holes after holes after holes. There's no new plants, there's no fertilizer, there's no covering of the holes. It's just a bunch of holes and walking around looking like Swiss cheese. So what we need to do is replenish those holes, pour back into ourselves. It's kind of like glass half empty, glass half full. You're gonna pull out half of your glass or pour out half of your glass, and you know, you could see it as being half full, and then you can pour out some more, and then you're left with a very little bit. But once you pour out the rest, then you're left with nothing, and then you've poured everything else into everything else. So we always have to pour back into self, so that there's this continuous cycle of filling up and releasing as necessary. So moving into the new moon in Leo, we are thinking of how we are. Leo's a very heart-centered energy, so we are thinking of possibly matters of the heart. How are we releasing within our heart space? How are we releasing the mindsets and mentalities that tell us that we can't fulfill a leadership role, or we can't do certain things, or you know, whatever the case might be? We aren't necessarily confident in ourselves, so that's our own self-sabotage, destroying our dreams, things that kind of start within the heart space. And so then we are kind of left feeling empty because we never feel the confidence to move forward with what our soul is telling us that we are meant to be doing. So this new moon in Leo is definitely going to remind you of those things and take you to this place in this space of remembering who you are, why you're here, what are your intentions, and allowing you to truly be okay with releasing those things that have been heavy on your heart for quite some time. So yeah, remember that astrology is very intuitive as well. As technical as it looks and seems, the interpretation process is very intuitive, and I almost encourage that, because it's just like we get so stuck over, okay, this is exactly here and this coordinate and that, and it's like we get so into our logic that we forget to have the creativity. So allowing yourself to have that freedom. But yes, new moon in Leo, moving into this newness, into the space of really allowing ourselves to soak in our authenticity. So let's see if there's anything else I wanted to touch on here. Sorry, I had some notes here, and as well as our chart. So pull up my notes. And, I don't know where that went. Oh, here it is. Thank you. So yeah, heart space. We are looking at the heart space. We're also looking at the solar plexus. It's a very courageous, again, courageous, confident energy, an energy that requires you to be confident in the decisions that you are making. So we are taking a look at our discernment as well, our strength and our creative power too, our ability to organize and to lead naturally. And so thinking of different ways of how you might have been hindering your own creativity, how you've been maybe closing your heart off, how you've been hindering your own confidence, and allowing yourself to really step into the space where you are feeling confident in who you are, and unapologetic about it. I feel like that's so important. I mean, definitely being respectful, but we aren't here to please others. So at the end of the day, we have to be unapologetic about our truth, because it is our truth. It's not everyone's going to agree with it. If it weeds out the weak, so to speak, then so be it. But that's just what it is. So yeah, that is the new moon that we're flowing through. Very noble, sensitive energy, heartfelt, solar plexus energy. So pay attention to your heart this week. Pay attention to your solar plexus this week. Allow yourself to organize. As you're doing your releasing, thinking of how you can organize, how you can reorganize your space, yourself, how you can boost your confidence by wearing something different, or posting some compliments on your mirror in your bathroom, whatever the case might be. This is definitely a new moon that screams to me, love on yourself, replenish yourself, rest as you need it. Yeah, we'll see what comes out in the cards, and then if there's anything else that I'm feeling, I'll let you guys know. But we are at about 11 minutes, so I just want to make sure that this video doesn't run on too long, and then we're stuck with the whole situation of splitting everything, and that's just not it. So first card out is time to go. If there's something that you know you need to leave behind, move the fuck on. It is time. It's time to go. I love how these are all kind of like very short things. Detox. Again, we're doing that releasing. I told you guys we have to release and then we must replenish. So detox. That releasing means detoxing within your body. Maybe cutting out meat for a few days, only doing juices, only doing fruits, whatever feels best for you and speaks to your body, do it. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. Like I was telling you guys, reorganize, 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 replenish, replenish. And rebel or rebel. Cause fuck it. So if you need a little extra emphasis, a little extra oomph to be who you are, to be authentic, to replenish your energy, to soak in the essence of your being, let me be the one to tell you that it is a-okay. Sorry, I'm like looking for my little clicker here. It is a-okay to be who you are, to replenish yourself, to feel good, to do all the things. Let's see. And here's our last card because it was sitting in my lap. Making sure it's in focus. It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your head out of your ass pronto. And that is our final card for the day. So hope you guys enjoyed the new moon update. Realized that I couldn't get into the other updates that I wanted to because it would have made too long of a video. The new moon within and of itself with the Leo energy is quite a bit to go into, and I could definitely go on and on, but I won't. I digress. So sending you guys lots of love, lots of abundance this month, the rest of this week. I'll be out with another astrological update, and if there's ever anything, any questions or anything you guys would like me to post about, or anything at all, just let me know, because I'm always open to researching and looking into new things. My rising sign is in Gemini and my sun is in Aquarius, so I am very much into the information. So I have no problem with diving into something and bringing some gold gems back for you guys. So let me know if there's anything that you ever have questions about. I am completely open to providing a video, an article, whatever you wish on the topic. But alas, have a good day.